A single dad stopped to help a female cop. He froze when he saw her face. The rain hammered down on Marcus's windshield as he drove home from picking up his 6-year-old daughter, Lily, from school. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of small moments to change lives, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories. Also, tell us in the comments, where in the world are you watching from? The storm had rolled in unexpectedly, turning the evening commute into a blur of brake lights and streaming water. Lily sat in the back seat, humming softly to herself, clutching her stuffed rabbit. Marcus glanced at her in the rearview mirror and smiled. She was his whole world now. Ever since her mother had walked out 3 years ago, leaving him to raise their daughter alone, he had learned to be enough for both of them, though some nights the weight of it all pressed heavy on his chest. As he rounded a bend on the nearly empty highway, he spotted flashing blue and red lights ahead. A police cruiser sat pulled over on the shoulder, hazard lights blinking weakly through the downpour. A figure stood beside the vehicle, rain-soaked and struggling with the hood. Marcus's instinct kicked in. He couldn't just drive past someone in trouble, especially not in weather like this. He pulled over carefully, putting on his own hazards.
"Stay here, sweetheart," he told Lily.
"Daddy's going to help someone real quick." He stepped out into the deluge, immediately soaked to the bone. As he approached, the officer turned toward him, and Marcus's heart stopped. Even through the rain, even after 7 years, he recognized that face. Those eyes, Sarah, the woman who had shattered his heart when they were in college, the one who had chosen her career over their relationship, who had left without looking back. She froze too, her eyes widening in recognition. "Marcus!" Her voice was barely audible over the rain. "Sarah?" He stood there, 1,000 memories flooding back. Late-night study sessions, stolen kisses in the library, promises of forever that had crumbled when she got accepted into the police. Academy 3 states away. She had asked him to come with her. He had been accepted to graduate school locally, and neither of them had been willing to compromise. So they had ended it painfully, permanently, or so he had thought. "Your car?" he managed, forcing himself back to the present. She nodded, rain streaming down her face. "Battery's dead, I think. I already called for a tow, but in this weather..." Her voice trailed off. Without another word, Marcus went to his trunk and grabbed his jumper cables. They worked in silence, the rain creating a curtain around them. As the engine finally turned over, Sarah exhaled in relief. "Thank you," she said, meeting his eyes. "You didn't have to stop." "Yes, I did," Marcus replied simply. A small face appeared at his car window. Lily had gotten curious. Sarah's gaze shifted to the little girl, and something soft crossed her features. "Your daughter," Marcus nodded. "Lily, she's 6. She's beautiful." There was a wistfulness in Sarah's voice that made Marcus's chest ache. "I moved back here last month. Transferred departments. I didn't know you still lived in the area." The rain began to ease, becoming a steady drizzle. Marcus should have left, should have gotten back in his car and driven away. But something kept him rooted to the spot. "I never left," he said quietly. "This is home." Sarah bit her lip, a gesture he remembered from a lifetime ago. "I was wrong, Marcus, about everything. Leaving you, thinking my career was more important than us. I've spent 7 years regretting it." His heart pounded. "Sarah, I'm not asking for anything," she said quickly. "I just needed you to know. Seeing you here helping me even after everything, you're still the same good man I fell in love with." Marcus thought about the years of loneliness, of building a life alone, of protecting his heart so carefully. He thought about Lily, who deserved to see her father happy, to see what real love looked like. And he thought about second chances, about how rare they were, how precious. "I'm a package deal now," he said, glancing at his daughter. "I understand if that's not what you want." Sarah's eyes filled with tears. "I'd be honored to get to know both of you if you'd let me." 3 months later, Sarah joined them for Lily's school play. 6 months after that, she was having dinner at their house twice a week. A year later, Marcus proposed in the same rain where they had reunited, and Sarah said yes through happy tears. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is give love another chance. Sometimes the people who broke us are the only ones who can truly make us whole again. Because real love isn't about perfect timing or easy choices. It's about showing up in the rain, offering help when it's needed, and being brave enough to trust again. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories. Your support helps us bring more heartwarming tales of love, second chances, and the power of kindness. Hit that subscribe button and join our family today.